Yo, what's up, everybody? What is going on? Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's your boy Rez, and you already know I am back again with y'all on my channel for another great episode of these live streams that I host every Wednesday, guys. Hope you guys are doing well out there, man. Um, yeah, man, it's it's been one heck of a ride. I hope everybody's doing well so far. Um, just to highlight the comments, it looks like somebody just rest in peace. Coolio, who was a rapper predominantly in the 90s. I guess he passed away. I didn't know about that. So it's very unfortunate news. Not how I wanted to start off the the live stream. But nonetheless, guys, we are here. Um, like I said, guys, if this is your first time tuning into these live streams, I typically do these live streams every Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, like it's different topics, man. I try to cover things, various different things that I pretty much post on my channel in regards to the content. So my content consists of, jersey pickups, reviews, sneakers, hats, collectibles, vlogs, live streams, you name it, man. I try to cover it on my page. Basically, I do these live streams to try and discuss more of a in-depth discussion of how everything goes. With my channel and what everybody's up to. Shout outs to everybody that's in here. Shout outs to the 9 heads that have been live in the comments. Eli, what's good? Hit the like button, Rivalry. I appreciate you, homie. Moke TV, what is good, man? Appreciate you hopping on. King Leo, what up? What up? Happened like 20 minutes ago, apparently. That's really sad. Sixberg 64s, what's up? What's up? If you had to only wear one style of Jordans for a year, what would it be? The one and only, guys. That's my quick question answer to that question. But anyways, guys, this live stream, this is episode 49, man. 49, like my 49ers, who are not doing great so far in the season. But yeah, man, I just want to talk about life. This topic tonight is just about life in general, and what is your life consist of, or how is your life if you were to rate it, man? I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. For those of you who know me personally and follow me in my social media platforms, I have basically been putting my my countdown because starting next weekend, your boy's gonna be officially married, yo. So, yeah, it's gonna be a very great and crazy time, but it's gonna be a big chapter in my life that I'm going to be embarking on with my fiance, soon to be wife. And it was 2 years in the making, man. So, my life has been one hell of a ride, as I'm sure it has been for many of you guys in here and gals, if there's any. But like I said, I just kind of wanted to dedicate this live stream to just life, man. Just talking about life, whether it be, um, fiction or real life shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is the place, this is the episode to do that, man. So I will open the floor. I will send the link out if anybody wants to see and hop in and share their piece about their life, or if they want to talk about their life. I open the floor, man, and hopefully it's not too serious, because I definitely don't want there to be anything too personal put out there. So I respect everybody's privacy. I would highly encourage you to share positive thoughts in your life. I know we all go through some struggles. If you want to share some of those things, if you need some advice, this is that episode, man. So I will open the floor in just a few moments here, but let me just highlight some comments. Congrats again, thank you. Browns fan here, that's what's up. Shout outs to Cleveland. Fontenoble, yo, what is good, bro? Hope all is well, my dude. I appreciate it. OMG, congrats, that's next level. Definitely, bro. It's been a long time coming. So Big John, thank you. I hope the Warriors don't go back to back. You already know, guys, the season is coming very quickly, guys. So yes, I will open the floor, guys. So let me get the link ready for y'all if you guys want to hop on with me and just talk about life, man. Let's talk about some real life shit. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing though that I want to kind of keep at a minimum is politics. I don't really want to talk about because I don't want it to get to that point where it gets like very, very heated. That's not really what I wanted to do for this episode, but just be respectful. That's all I ask. I know we all have different walks of life. We come from different walks of life, and I know we have different things, of views and stuff like that. All I ask is just be respectful. So, all right. With that being said, guys, I will send you all the link. So, tap in to join the chat. We are live. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to type this as quickly as I can. All right. So link is in the description. You can see it on my screen as well as the chat box. So if you want to hop on, I have some slots open, but try to hop on as quickly as you can because I know these spots kind of fill up pretty quickly here. But shout outs to the 12 people that are in here, man. It's nice to see people rocking with me every week when I go live. I know I haven't gone live every week just because of my crazy schedule and things that I'm going through right now, taking care of business. But nonetheless, man, I appreciate everybody that hops on whenever I go live. I know this was kind of a spontaneous live because I didn't post my link until probably about an hour ago, or maybe a little over an hour ago. So I have my usuals that are in here in the queue right now who I'll let hop on in just a moment here. But like I said, man, sorry, I was looking at my phone. Life, man, like everything that has been going on with me has been crazy these last few months, man. It's just surreal trying to focus on a lot of things and, just getting my thoughts and everything ready, man. So, all right, man, I'm going to let some people hop on who are in the queue right now. So we got the homie Jake in the building. What is good, man? What's up? What's up?
No, not much.
And we got Eli, who's still in the dark.
Let's go Bulls.
Oh, heck, come on, you can't get no lights or what?
I could. Don't worry, I got y'all. I'm just chewing my bed. I keep chewing my bed. There you go. I'm still in the dark. You know what I mean?
Moke, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it. If there's slots open, feel free to hop on, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots open. There's room for everybody.
What's up?
You know what I mean? Yeah, even though the Warriors ain't going back to back,
Come on, bro. You already know, man. We coming back, bro.
Y'all ain't coming back.
We're gonna run it back again, bro.
No. You ain't running back. I'll believe that.
So what's up, man? What's up with everybody's lives, man? What's going on?
Man, life's been good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see Jake right now. I know the Timberwolves is down bad right now. You know what I mean? This Wolves. The season ain't even started yet.
Yeah. I saw Jay. I saw your video. I saw your 2 pickups. I know you got that Oilers jersey earlier today, and then you had that other video that you posted.
Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I can't wait for the season to start back up.
Yeah.
Talking about NBA season?
Yeah, the NBA season.
Yeah, it's coming up, man. Next month.
Let's get it. Let's go Bulls. Yes, sir.
So.
Huh?
Let's go Bulls.
Go for it, Eli.
Man, I can't believe Lonzo got injured, bro.
Yeah.
That's tough for the coach, man.
Yeah, well, the Timberwolves' first preseason game's on Tuesday, so preseason is back at least. And I've been watching some preseason hockey, getting ready for that. NFL is in full gear. I mean, it's gonna. Yeah, the sports world is about to get crazy again.
It's gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
Especially if you're in, because this year for the first time ever, I'm doing both a hockey fantasy league, NBA fantasy, and NFL fantasy at the same time. So,
yeah, it's definitely gonna be getting crazy, man. I mean, we're going in week 4 for the NFL.
mhm.
I know
Yeah.
he just came back from that huge comeback win, and then my Niners is disappointing me left and right.
I know they did, and they gonna keep losing.
Bad boy too.
And they gonna keep losing. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, your internet connection's going out again.
Who, me? Wait, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But like I said, this live, this is my last live stream before I'm a married man, so I just
It's still not working.
Reflect. Nah, you're good. I'm messing with you, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God, Rezrection, bro.
I just want to make sure that everybody is good. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of big changes that are happening with me, and of course,
I got a pretty big thing happening to me tomorrow morning, actually. Well, not like as big as you, but still.
You want to share that information, or is that private? Or
no, I could share it. I'm making my first big boy purchase. I'm getting a vehicle.
What kind of vehicle, Jake?
Nice.
It's an SUV.
Oh, that's good. You can feel the wolves in there.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I remember when I got my car, and I had my whip for decades, but my first car before it completely gave up on me, man. And it was definitely a bittersweet moment when I got rid of it. I remember we got it junked, and they picked it up from us, and I just goodbye, man. Like, I took everything out of it, all my coins, all my little nicks and crannies that I knew, all the parts of my vehicle, man. So
yeah.
But congrats to you, man. That's definitely a big purchase. That's not something anybody could just buy. Like,
no.
But it's like thousands. It's thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's like roughly about.
Leo, what's up, man?
After all said and done, about 6.
Brooklyn, stand up.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's great. That's great. So are you buying it off the lot, or are you buying it from someone?
Well, I'm buying it off. It's a used vehicle off of the lot, or off of one of the dealerships here in my town that I live. Well, in the dealership that is in my town here. So
got you. Okay, that's cool. Leo, what's up, man?
Fellas, how's it been, man? Congrats, Jake.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Big time.
Jake the Pirate. Just playing.
What's up? So what's new with you, King? What's going on in your life, man?
What's going on in my life? Fucking nothing. I'm a dad, bro.
Now are your kids in school then?
You got a lot of pickups, man. You got a lot of pickups. You got a lot of styling videos.
I mean, not really at the moment. The only pickup I got from maybe like 2 months ago. No, it was a month ago. Remember I said the Raiders star jacket and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only pickups I bought. And the Jordan 1 stage chase. That show. Oh, here we go again, bro. It's not even me, it's a StreamYard. It hasn't been an hour, bro.
What?
Here we go again.
Son.
Diddy, what's up, man?
Matt, what is good?
What's up,
I'm trying to get my audio set up. 1 second, fellas.
Yo, was that a cast that you had on? You good?
You good, Matt?
What happened?
Yeah, I'm good.
Jeez, man.
Who'd you knock in the head, man? Don't tell me. Was it Udoka? I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
Oh, yikes. That's a yikes.
Good now.
That's
I think I'm
a
good.
yikes right there.
I'm messing around, man. Come on. This is life, bro. We have fun.
Yeah, we do.
So it was good.
Oh, what up, Pistol?
What up,
Pistol,
guys?
what's up, man?
What up? What up, L Prime Time? What up, man?
What's good? Hey, what? Wait, what happened to Rez? Where you go?
Rez, why you
Oh.
gonna leave your own stream?
I'm the host.
Yeah.
Hey, since Rez is gone, anybody in this chat needs to like the video. Like the video. I'm talking to you, Eli.
Oh man.
I saw 2 people liked it. One was me and one was King Leo.
All right, I'm gonna like the video. I'm gonna like the video after this.
Shameful
The
shit.
stream, yo, this stream y'all is wilder, bro.
Shit.
Hey, at least I wasn't the only one. I'm not alone.
What's
No,
happening,
you're right.
everybody?
Hey,
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Sneaker Vision?
What's good? What's good?
He's got.
How
Hey,
y'all
what's
doing?
up?
How y'all
Check
doing,
him out.
man?
What up? What up?
Pistol just did a YouTube Raiders jersey.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
You guys
nice,
are
a nice
coming.
little game joint. The Adams.
I swear.
Yeah, King Leo, you're right about the pricing. Like, if you could get those lower than $129 plus, go for it. But it's not worth
Yeah.
$129.
No, I agree with you on that one, Pistol.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And you can get them for about 60, 70 like you got.
Yeah, like
Um,
that's the first time I ever reviewed a game jersey. As a matter of fact, like I mean, those are facts. Like, those are just simple jerseys you could just throw on. We don't feel like doing much throughout the day, like lay around the house, eat a hot dog, whatever.
Yeah, Pistol. That's why I love collecting those too. It's like they're just literally you can just throw them on and chill.
Yo, Jay, does the Vikings, do they have a team shop?
They do, but they just recently went over to Fanatics, and I never thought in a million years I'd say it, but that was actually better because I shit you not, Leo. They would charge up to $20 extra on top of retail for 2X plus.
Wow.
that's crazy.
No love for
Not
the big
even
guy.
shitting you.
The Uncle Sam went to tax that ass, man. I thought you knew
That's
this.
crazy, bro.
So that's why I'd always be like, I would always love to shop on there, but the problem is, unless it was a discounted jersey, I never wanted to because I could go on Fanatics and get the exact same jersey for retail, or I could be paying up to an extra $15 to $20 on top of retail. On top
Why they gotta tax the Husky guys, man? Why they
yeah,
gotta tax
like
the
and it's
Husky
always
boys?
the 2X, 3X jerseys. Like,
Let's go Huskies.
Husky guys matter.
All right.
Yeah, you could even wear the game jerseys in the pool.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
you can just hop in the pool with a jersey on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they when you buy like t-shirts too, like if you buy like a double X, the price goes up.
yeah.
And I'm like,
I guess
that's
more
whack,
the fabric, the more you pay. I don't
So
know.
much more fabric. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's really gonna cost
more than normal.
like,
Yeah,
that's
man,
gonna cost
these
like an extra
these
$20.
dickheads want to charge almost $500 for a size 56 in baseball. Fuck that.
That's in the
Yeah.
3X.
Exactly, Pistol. That's why I haven't gotten a baseball jersey in like 5 years.
They're trying to do away with the fat people, folks. So we gotta lose the weight. Come on, let's go on a diet plan. King Leo, we need some motivation, bro.
Yo, it's funny you say that. I actually have a nutrition video. I think tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Ding.
Tomorrow?
Hit me up.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I've been
Hey.
I've been going on my grind too. I've actually been.
I want to fit
I've been
a 48.
seeing you, Rez. How much are you down?
I lost about 7 pounds.
My man.
That's great.
Good job, man.
It's it's been tough, man, because you know, Saturdays I usually go ham, man, when it comes to eating, and everybody's like trying to celebrate my wedding early, and I'm like, bro, let's wait.
Yeah, you gotta save it for the win, you know.
It's over, man. Let's wait for the reception. Like,
especially if you hit a little bit of the adult beverages, if you don't.
Well, something big's happening pretty soon. I think me and my lady are finally getting a place pretty soon.
Hey,
congrats, Pistol.
Congratulations, bro. That's a big move.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah, it is. Like I'm getting anxiety thinking about it, folks. Like, yeah, like, and also, just last week I sustained a fucking rib injury. I got bruised ribs as we speak, but I'm able to move around and go to work. The pain's slowly going away, but it's kind of there, but it kind of comes and goes. But when it first happened, it hurt. Like I couldn't even bend down, you know?
Damn. That's brutal, man. Yo, have any of you guys heard from Snacks lately? I haven't really talked to him.
I just hit him up the other day, because I saw he hasn't posted in a while. I was wondering if he was okay. He responded back to me.
For those that haven't seen it yet, must see viewing on Kings of Throwbacks on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
he posted that old video of Peter at the Mitchell and Ness store.
Oh man,
definitely check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Just a good reminder, man, of a guy that I told King Leo earlier. He's basically like us, but he's 80 years old. You know what I mean? Like he loves sports just like we do. He has a respect for jerseys and everything just like we do. And the fact that he was able to turn that into a legitimate business that, at the time was making such, quality products and, keeping everything that we find important, holding it up to that standard. It's worth a watch if you haven't seen it, to check it out. And
I just recently told that man to come out of retirement.
Yeah,
he told you he was 78 years old, man.
Nah, he's living good, man. He's getting the rewards for that work.
Or at least teach somebody how to make the same product you did. At the very least,
yeah, man.
We need Peter Cap back.
Yep.
Nah, he ain't.
Yeah, but it's
pass the torch.
It's a good reminder too.
Terrible without you.
To see the respect that he has for the stories and the players and even the people that supported him and his workers. And I just thought it was refreshing today when I watched it. So check it out.
Yeah,
if you
man.
haven't seen it.
That's really dope.
Yep,
for sure.
That's respect, man.
And
That's
thanks
love,
to
man.
Snacks for posting it. If he watches this now or later, big thanks to him for posting that.
Yeah. No. Hopefully he's doing good, because I know he's been kind of laying low. Like I know he was posting a bunch of his stuff for sale, and then talking to him, I know that he's trying to focus on some big changes in his life as well. So,
all of us, man. Like
we all
I said, I'm getting anxiety thinking about this. Like I'm nervous about getting to play with my girl, but at the same time, it's a blessing. Like that's what I've been fighting for all along. That's part of the reason why I let some of my shit go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My wife
paid the car off. My car's paid off completely. Like
that's beautiful.
That's a big goal for somebody
it's funny
my
you
age.
say that, Pistol. Right before you came on, I just kind of broke the news to. I think King Leo was like one of the first I told.
Yeah, you said you're getting an SUV. I was listening.
Yep.
Congrats, man.
SUV, man. Team SUV.
We could all when we all go drinking, you're gonna be the designated driver, right? We could all fit.
No, you gotta get
some of that North Dakota beer.
No, yeah. So that's definitely, once I get married, one of my goals next is to try and meet up with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely.
That's love, bro. That's love.
Married. This is such a beautiful thing, Rez. Congratulations, married.
Would we break YouTube?
Would we break YouTube?
Like a Beyonce album?
I don't know, man. It's like gonna be like a Black Album 2.0 or something like that,
That's what I'm saying, Rez. We gotta do something like that.
It'll happen, man. And it's been something that I know this year. Like I know Slim and Mighty, like they were trying to do something and have me, come out there in the West Coast. It didn't happen, unfortunately, but I definitely want to make that happen next year. It's also going to be a lot of big things too, because I'm not off the hook yet. Because next year, one of my groomsmen is actually, I'm going to be his best man for his wedding.
Oh shit!
I am all over there too, but.
I don't know if me and my girl will get married though. She's been married before. I don't know if she wants to do it again, but I have an engagement idea if she does. So
she just has to find the right person, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Always, man. Always.
Hey, you guys are funny.
That's it, bro. Yeah, man. Next Saturday is the big day, so I will not be going live next week for sure because I'm gonna have too much anxiety trying to prep last minute stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna be pretty much MIA from the channel next week. But I wanted to go live one
I
more
bet
time.
you got hella butterflies, bro.
It hasn't really hit me until like this week, or not this week, but like these last 3 weeks, I'd say, is when it started really hit me.
Yeah.
And every weekend it got like the anxiety got like a little higher, and now it's like, damn, bro, like it's funny as shit because when I was like going on eBay and I was like trying to shop, and every time I kept trying to shop, I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You're getting married in like 3 weeks. You're getting married in 2 weeks. You're getting married in a week. No, like this morning, those pair of Jordan 1s dropped.
Wait, which Jordan ones came out?
It was the powder blue ones or whatever. I could have got them, but I was like, what the hell are you doing? You're getting married next week. So I passed on it.
Make one last purchase before the big day, bro.
Nah. I'm not
Yeah.
that's how you get.
Yeah, that's how you
That's
get
how you
divorced
get-
before it even begins.
Yo, do that nightmarish paying for PayPal shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, try to save the money,
I know
bro.
I gotta be careful on
Try
that.
to save
shit
Yo,
myself,
these motherfuckers will overdraft you.
Yes, sir.
They want their money right now.
If you miss the payments, then yeah, you're fucked.
No, you don't miss the payment. Here's the thing, fucking, they overdraft you.
Who overdrafts you?
PayPal.
How do
Whether
they
you have the money in the bank account or not,
But how do I don't get it? How do they overdraft you though? Because I use it,
like
so-
eventually you owe the bank back. They take it from the bank, but you owe the bank back.
That's why you pay it off before you start paying accruing interest.
Right, exactly.
But you got to be careful with that shit because I got caught up in that shit too for a while, and I was like, "Yo, this shit."
Yeah, that's why. What do you call it? That's why I try to make one like once a month, maybe, so I don't have too many payments on there.
Well, the pay in 4 actually is, I think it's the best option because you don't pay interest at all for those. You're basically splitting your payments. Basically, is what you're doing.
Right, every other week you pay for it.
It's every 2 weeks.
But it's a matter of how many do you got on there.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's where it becomes kind of crazy because if you start tethering in the and trust me, I used it, man, and I was like, yo, I need to stop doing this, man, because this shit is getting real crazy.
Yo, that shit is like crack, dog. Like that
It is.
that makes it worse.
especially with all the new NBA jerseys coming out, and like especially with all the new jerseys coming out, like in November and stuff like that. Woo! It's very tempting.
Merry
Like
Christmas.
reverse
Another
retros?
thing that I've never
Yep,
done before.
reverse
Too. I
retros.
actually pre-ordered a
Yep.
jersey.
I'm not gonna lie, I almost bought the new Sharks Evolve jersey. Like I almost pulled the trigger on it, but I didn't because I knew somebody who worked at the stadium store and they had a little discount there. But I was like, yo, if you could hold that discount till next month, maybe we'll talk. But as of right now,
Did you get that Yao Ming jersey yet, Rez?
no, I did. I haven't really picked up any jerseys like lately. Like I've been.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
the last one I picked up was that Randy Moss Marshall jersey, and I got to get that thing tailored. So
And how long ago was that?
I think it was like a month ago.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I haven't really been picking up like all the stuff that I've been posting on my channel. It's been stuff that I've been sitting on. Like I just recently went to a card show this past weekend, and I met Jay Rich.
Yeah,
And I
King
almost put my
Leonidas
freaking
on a
card
roll,
show
man.
Trying to meet him, which was crazy as shit. But you know, it was super dope to see him there, and like he's super cool, man. Like he's actually the fact that he's like engaging
cool.
with his fans and stuff. This is dope. It's not like when I met Baron Davis, like
Yeah.
he was there to like collect like a check. Like you could just tell when somebody's genuinely like.
Right.
And
You
you
know,
almost lost your freaking car over that, dog.
I did. I
Tell
did.
the
No,
story.
you
Tell the
missed-
story.
Let's get to
So-
meet your favorite player.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of crazy because like it was like in an industrial area, and there was like nowhere to park when I got there. And J Rich signing was like literally a half hour before, like, and I was like, fuck, I can't find any parking. And I noticed a bunch of cars were like parking like on no parking zones. They just had their cars chilling there. And this one person left, and he was parked in one of those spots. And I was like, I'm just gonna take this full spot and I'm gonna dip. Like, I'm just here to meet J Rich and get my autograph and bounce. And then like I said it. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but like when I met him, they announced it on the intercom. Like, the following cars are getting towed. They're like, they described my car, and I was like, nope, I'm out. So I ran to my car, and I guess it wasn't my car, but I was like, I'm not taking no chances on this. The part that really hurt me was that there was a dude behind me who had like the new iPhone 14 Pro, and he was filming me as I met J Rich and like shook his hand and talked to him, and I was gonna use that footage. But I dipped before the guy could give me his information because I was concerned with like my car getting towed. I was like, I'll be right back. Like, give me 5 minutes. And
could have asked J Rich for a loan to get it back.
Yeah. By the time I came back. So somewhere out there, some random dude who's like a card collector has like footage of me, like, you know, shaking J Rich's hand. And
I'm sure some random dude has footages of you anyway.
Huh?
I'm sure some random dude out there downloaded some of your shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I was talking to this guy in the line, man. Like, he was like an avid card and J Rich fan, and he was like, "Can you do me a favor?" And I was like, you know, he was like, "Can you film me?" Because he didn't want to get like a picture. He wanted to get like an actual video, like, of him going to J Rich, so he could like use a still shot. But I guess the new iPhone has a feature where you could take a picture as you're filming. So he was like, just record it and then just press that little circle and it'll take some like still shots of me. And then I was like, actually, is it cool if you use your phone while I meet J Rich? Because I was in front of him. And he was like, yeah, no, it's cool. But I don't have the footage because my car almost got towed.
Yeah.
That's a bittersweet moment then.
Yeah, it's almost like a KFC moment, you know what I mean? Like with the Kareem.
Like where you think you're gonna get your grilled and KFC ruin that for you.
Well, my next thing now is I'm trying to find
a Walter Payton jersey.
I'm trying to find it in my size. Like, I'm trying to find the size 48, but none. I haven't seen any.
I thought you done. I thought you done found that already.
I did before, but I didn't buy it. That's the thing, because somebody else had it on eBay, but it was a size 44. But the guy was like asking like top dollar. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying that.
Goddamn.
I'm not paying $350, $400 for a jersey.
That's crazy.
Let alone
this
one. I'm not paying.
The most I paid for a jersey was my championship Mookie Betts jersey.
And the most expensive jersey I got was the Drawson. I spent like $300.
I mean, there's jerseys that are justified. I mean, if you buy like a made in Canada, like those hockey jerseys, jerseys go for like $3, $4 plus.
Yeah, dude. There's people that won't even fuck with the current authentic hockey jerseys unless it's made in Canada.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Even Andrew Noel, I was trying to sell him one. He's like, nah, fuck that brand. I like the made in Canada.
Yep.
Some people don't even consider the retail authentics to be an authentic. Like, they consider the made in Canada's to be authentic.
And I want to know what's crazy about that too, being like a part of like the hockey jersey culture and stuff like that. The amount of hockey fans that are just like basically revolting and basically burning their stuff, like metaphorically speaking, over that. Like, as a jersey collector, I mean, I'm used to it with the NBA jerseys. It's just the only thing is, it's like I'm very weary just because I've heard about 5 different things as far as whether or not ads will be on the Adidas jerseys this upcoming season, like for retail buying. Because there's like some places where it sounds like no matter what you do, you're getting an ad on the jersey. And then there's others that say that no, it's kind of like what they do for the NBA, where if you buy it from certain places, you can get the patch. And then there's some teams that are just flat out saying no. And I've heard about 5 totally different things regarding to all that stuff. So
the thing that I think is funny about the Indo versus Made in Canada debate is I feel like there's a lot of maybe misinformation, maybe a little bit of just not knowing the details of customization, because I have both Made in Canada's and Indonesian jerseys, and yeah, there's a difference, no question. The material's different, they feel lighter, but prime green jerseys, the way that they do the logos, they look nice. Like, they look really nice. And if you know where to go and what to do to get an accurate customization, meaning an on ice custom level customization, then prime greens are really nice, man. Like, and I would argue that for $200 maybe to pay for an accurate customization and maybe $120 for a prime green blank, $200 is very fair compared to an upcharge of $500-600 for a Made in Canada.
Yeah,
I think in certain situations it makes sense if you're getting a ridiculously rare, top tier player, Crosby, Ovechkin, Matthews, McDavid, name any guy you want, it makes sense. But if you're looking to make like the jersey of your favorite player that plays on the third line, like, he's on the checking line and you want to make his jersey, dude, that $200 option is a good one. So I just don't, some of the stuff, like, people shitting on them, I don't really think it's justified, to be honest.
On the prime greens?
Yeah.
On the prime green Indos, assuming you get it customized properly. Like, if you buy the shit from Fanatics pre-customized and it comes with those trashy vinyl numbers, of course that's garbage. But if you pay $120 using a coupon for a blank and you get it customized the right way, by name your place, whether you're getting a kit from Keener or Customized Sports, one of those places, you're going to get a good quality kit, and then just get it sewn on. It's going to be way better than anything you get off Fanatics pre-customized. And it's the price difference compared to Made in Canada. I think it's a better option, especially if you're just looking to get a good representation. If you have a favorite player and you want to just get the best shit that you possibly can, of course, like, save up and get the Made in Canada. But I think that, like, that kind of, like, dismissive, like, just kind of flatly saying Indo jerseys suck, I don't know that I agree with that. I think, depending on the type of collector you are, they can make sense if you customize them the right way.
Now, what's funny about that too, M. Diddy, that you say that, but today, let's just say I got very, very lucky with a purchase that I made on Dick's Sporting Goods. And I got a Connor McDavid. Well, here, I could actually even kind of show it to you real quick. It's literally right over here. I got this bad boy for $115.
Yeah, there you go.
It's indeed a prime green, and it's even, I don't know if you can see that here. I'll see if I can move it.
And like, as you're showing it, I'll talk about some of the details on it. So, like, in this example, Jake brings up a great point. So this jersey has a perforated kit, which means it's basically one layer of twill that has perforations in it, or holes for breathability, but it's just one layer. It's not kiss cut. So the color is actually sublimated on. So if you're getting something pre-customized like that, it's actually pretty close, to what they wear on ice. You're just not maybe getting as much weight on the actual garment that you would on a Made in Canada. But I agree, for $115, that's a great value. If you're looking at, like, the reverse retro, like, I got mine, it's a prime green, or not a prime green actually, but it's an Indo jersey. They didn't have prime greens during the first reverse retro, but it's a Indo jersey but it was customized by
I think it was Arrow Ready, if I remember right.
Arrow Ready, and I think it was customized by Cool Hockey, if I'm not mistaken. And it's 3 layers of twill, like really good customization. So that's what I mean. Like the customization job is on point on it. And I think I paid like maybe $275 for that or something like that. For a McDavid reverse retro that he wore for 1 season. So I felt okay with that. That's what I always talk about on here, is just kind of like trying to find those valuations that make sense cost wise, and just encourage everybody to kind of do that.
So I have a quick question.
Go for it.
So the made in Canada and the Indonesia versions, are the only differences the twill, or the actual mesh is thicker on, like what's the differences on the mesh as well?
So the material that they use on the body of the jersey is different, so like the Indo jerseys is lighter. It's a similar type of fabric, but you can think of it almost like I'm trying to think of a good example to use.
No, Diddy, are you talking
almost
about
like if you're cutting your hair, right? And you've got clippers and you want it to kind of be shorter, like you got the different clipper sizes. This would be like, if you had a number 1 versus a number 2 or a number 3, like that thicker fabric would be like, if you had a little bit higher, safety on it. So it's a thicker fabric. It just feels heavier, which is kind of counterintuitive to some of the stuff that we talk about with Nike, but it does. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm trying to think of something actually. I actually could show an example if you guys want to see it, because I have a made in Canada and an Indo of the same jersey, if you give me a couple of seconds.
Now, is this for Adidas or is this Reebok?
Adidas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the only Canada ones I have are Indo are the Edge 1.0s. I don't have any Adidas made in Canadas, even though it would be kind of cool, but
yeah, actually, Jake, it's from the team that you're wearing tonight. So it'll just take me 1 moment. I'll go grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get me a
take your time, man.
Of the Sharks, but them shits are hard to find. And they're
Sure do.
Well, the Minnesota Wild are doing like an auction from like last season. A lot of their like old white, like their white jerseys, like the team worn white jerseys from like the beginning of last season, are like going on like an auction. But
yeah,
so far, I think the most expensive one I've seen is, well, no surprise, Kirill Kaprizov, and that was at $1,800.
Damn. That's nuts.
And we're not even 4 days into the auction. It doesn't end till, I want to say, the 9th of October. But yeah, I mean, hockey jersey collectors are some crazy guys, especially when you get into the made in Canada versions and like the gamers and stuff like that.
Well, Adidas got sued, right?
Yeah, that's another point I was going to pull up.
For what?
Because they were saying their authentics weren't, quote unquote, like on the ice, when Adidas never really actually mentioned that they were the actual on ice. Yeah, there was like some guy in like Florida, wasn't it?
Yeah, he may win apparently too.
What?
Yeah, so basically, from what I understand, and I don't, Mac will probably know a lot more than him, a lot more than me, because I haven't even seen what a gamer looks like. I think he has a couple of gamers. Wow. But basically, what Nike sells as authentic, let's say for basketball and for baseball, is pretty much what the players wear.
Right.
Other than being tailored to the actual player and their dimensions, it's exactly what we get.
Mm-hmm.
Where in hockey, the jersey is completely different than what they wear on ice. And all the stuff they wear on ice is made in Canada.
Yeah. Hence made in Indonesia versus made in Canada.
Yeah.
Because Indonesia is technically the retail authentic, but the Canada is the actual on ice.
So this is the last year, though, right? That Adidas is going to be with
second to last year. I think next year technically is. I think it ends in 2025. 4.
Oh shit.
Well,
Like,
that's 2 years from after that.
I want to say it's. Let's be honest here. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be Nike. Just because they already have a lot of the international jerseys, and not to mention, Nike already does NBA, NFL, and now MLB. But honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing like CCM or something like that take over again.
Even the Nike NFL ones, from what I understand, at least, I never seen a gamer, but they're pretty much the same jersey we get, except there's no jock tag on the NFL jersey gamer.
No.
And it's tailored to the player's dimensions with the pads on.
Right.
So, of course, it's going to be different. But the actual garment, the clothing, the stitching is exactly how they wear it on field. So Nike does a pretty good job to actually giving us what players really wear.
Yep.
Or as close as you can without actually pulling it off their backs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except
and in the near future, I might get a Josh Allen jersey,
There you go.
No.
You know what I mean?
Except when it comes to classic edition jerseys.
Yeah.
A freaking swing.
Man.
Yeah, I bet we're gonna get some swingmans this year, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
For the classic,
you gotta give Mac the full screen.
Yeah.
It's like it's more swingmans than
first?
you know what I mean?
Which one you want to see first, guys?
Let's see the Adidas and then the MICs.
Yeah,
okay.
let's go
This is
Indo first.
This is
Indos.
the Indo. This is the Indo jersey right here.
Oh.
So dude, like, check this, right? I'll show you the patch. So shit, my cast is getting in the way of the light. So
Is that
hard
the
too, because it's black, so it's kind of tough to see. But
I see
you
it.
can see, like, the patch is twill. It's zigzagged on. So, like, this is a nice quality patch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't do much to improve this.
That's prime green?
This is the prime green Indo jersey. Okay. And now what I'll do is I'll show the MIC version of the same patch. So I can tell right away there's differences just looking at it right now. So this is the MIC. You can see it's actually like less, it's more fabric-y, you know, like it's more bendable.
It's not a
So
stiff.
from that standpoint, even though quality-wise, like I think this looks nice, you know, it's not flimsy, it's nice, but this is more geared towards, you know, what the player would find comfortable. You know what I mean? I think. And this is like a little woven, almost like a jock tag that's sewn on, so that it's, you know, it's not restraining. You know, it's not like you got like a, you know, a thick number on your shoulder. And you can see on this one, like the NC and everything is all embroidered in. You can see it's got that like satin stitch there, and this is not. It's like woven in like a label. And this almost has kind of like a 3M too. Like when the light hits it, it kind of turns like a grayish color. So that's one difference. The necks. So the necks are like identical pretty much. As far as the NHL Shield, it's the same exact piece. There's like no difference. But I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell, but this is the Indo jersey, okay? It's, you know, the trim's nice on it. It's got this insert for the neck that's a different material than the shoulders. These are the shoulders here. But if you look at this on ice MIC, you see how this puffs out more? This like little insert for the NHL logo. This is like it's just a thicker feel, and the material is a little bit thicker. And then the shoulders, you can see the dimples on there. They're more pronounced compared to this one here. I'll see if I can. You see the difference there?
You could definitely see the difference.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And
it's just, you know, this just feels thicker and heavier, and this is like more kind of lightweight. Even the material on the trim, on this red trim, it might be hard to see, but even it's different. You know, like this is a little bit more flimsy, and this is more sturdy.
Now, are those both blank then, or like no
These
name
are both
number?
blank.
Okay.
These are both blank. So that kind of leads me to what I'm talking about with the customization, right? Like, but if you look at this crest, this is the Indo Crest. So prime green crest. It's very nice. It's a twill. It's got a red twill base layer, and actually I think that this red layer also might be twill as well. And then the black that you see, you know, as the outline is like a satin stitch. But this is a really nice crest. You know, like it's a nice weight, you know, it feels authentic, quote unquote. But then you've got this crest. And you see how it's got that almost like fabric feel here? That's different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is pretty similar though, but that's just a little bit of a difference. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Like, and if you were to hold these, the made in Canada is noticeably heavier than the Indo. These are both blanks. They both have the Adidas branding on the backs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, you know, they look pretty much the same. So there's like subtle differences, but
how is the fit on those? Do they fit the same or?
Well, one's a 60, and I think the MIC is a 58. Yeah, so this is a 58, the MIC. So, but I think they run pretty close. They even got this like little pattern in the red here. This is the Indo jersey. That's the MIC.
So that's close.
Yeah.
So very close. The fabric again is just, if I could try to put it away, like this is the MIC, and it's like, it feels more like stiff, I guess you could say. And this is like a lot more flexible, kind of like the mock mesh that we're used to seeing from, you know, Nike jerseys in the early 2000s for the NBA, I would say.
What was the price differences?
Price differences is wild, right? So this jersey I paid like $120 for. This is the Indo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this jersey, I think, was like, it was over $300 for the blank. So like, you know, almost triple the price, you know, for this one. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like if you're, to me, it's got to be something special. You know what I mean? And I think too, there's, you know, everybody in this stream is family and friends. So, you know, look out for places like May Gray that handle the auctions for the NBA and the NHL. Like, if there's a team that they support and you want to try to get one of the jerseys, like they have sales. So I picked up a Capitals blank game issued made in Canada of the red throwback jersey with the stars down the sleeve. And I think I paid like $270 for it. So if I get that accurately customized into an Ovechkin, it's like you know, $500-600 jersey probably.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know, that's the sort of stuff you can do if you know, find the right price points, educate yourself on the options, and, you know, go after the stuff that you like. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I eventually would like to own at least one MIC in my collection. That way, just so I have, you know, something to compare it to. But like you said, like it has to be.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
All right, man.
Don't sell my spot.
Oh, too late now. Yo,
ow!
What up?
Nice.
What's up?
What's up, bro? How's it
Chilling, you?
I'm good, man. just going live tonight, man. This is my last live stream as an engaged man. So, you know,
End of an era.
talking about life.
This is the bachelor party stream.
It's a bachelor, that's right. Celebrating. Yo, Bay Area, did you get a chance to get those new Sharks jerseys by any chance or no?
I haven't got them. I'm just like, because I'm just kind of trying to save right now. And then on top of that, this conversation that I'm listening to has more. I mean, I already knew that there was the differences, but it's kind of made me more not want to, just because even though I know the price is good, I'm just like fully about it being as close to possible. I just feel like there's too many differences with the Adidas to what's actually on ice to really. Not say I don't have any Adidas jerseys from hockey, but it's just like it's too different to me to feel like it's fully authentic, you know. And what
Which
the
one?
word is.
Indonesia jerseys?
Yeah.
So you're saying that you want to get the MICs then?
I would, but then just for like $300 for a blank, and then going to the Sharks place to customize it for another $100-some. That's a lot. So I'm just kind of like, I got enough hockey jerseys. I'll chill for now.
I respect the commitment, though.
No, I respect it too, man. That's why I usually just buy blanks.
Yeah, seriously.
Because it's, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I love to see a jersey that's like fully complete, but damn, dude. I mean, you gotta be dedicated.
Yeah, I went to the last time I went to a Sharks game at the Shark Tank. They had the section with the game used and team issued ones, and of course I had to go there just to see. I wanted to see them in hand and feel the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And you could definitely tell the difference. And I'm looking at what Mac's showing right now. But the thing is, those ones, some of the no-name they're expensive though. Like with baseball, you could get no-name team issue jerseys for like $100 at the stadium. The hockey ones were way more. And then also the smallest size you could get was like a 56, which I can push like 52. 56 is just not. I'm gonna wear it. So I do have a team issued blank when it was a Reebok that I turned into a Brent Burns, but that was a 54, which was the only smallest I've ever been able to find as a team issued. It was a team issued blank Sharks from Reebok, and that was from what's the Jersey Baron on eBay. Yeah, I got it off Payton. That was a few years ago, but that's like I said, that's the smallest I've ever seen of a team issued or gamer was a 54, and even that one, I could wear it, but even that's like it's pushing it a little too big.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a few like Reebok Edge 1.0s, and even compared to the Reebok Premiers, you can definitely tell the difference. Or even the Indo Edge jerseys, it's crazy. Like, or case in point too, like, because for my hockey jersey collection, you know, I don't really care if it's a Fanatics or an Adidas or whatever, you know, but I'll never pay more than, let's say, $50 for a Fanatics or so. About 50 to 60. I think I got this for about $50 or so. After shipping and stuff like that, it was close to 60, but that's just because of taxes and all that stuff. But the reason why is because this is of an old style that's no longer in the league. And, I mean, yeah, there's definitely differences in, like, hockey jerseys and stuff like that, but it kind of reminds me a little bit, I guess, in the way of, like, I think a lot of us got spoiled, especially in the early days of, like, you know, like when the Rev 30s took over. Like, you could actually buy, like, authentic pro cuts from, like, the pro shop. And, yeah, I mean, it. Not to mention just hockey jersey collectors in general are really some interesting guys. Like, they're not afraid to spend upwards of $600, $700, $800 for some of these things. Like, look, trust me, I love like Kirill Kaprizov. I love like these big name players and stuff like that. But you know, we could buy a new car for the price that someone's buying a jersey for. You may want to rethink things.
You gotta, I mean, like what it really boils down to is your budget, and you know what you're trying to get out of your collection. Like, obviously, like for me, like I think it's safe to say for most of us in this room, you know, we want to get as close as possible, you know, what is resembling to what the players wear on, you know, respective teams and stuff like that. But also there's people who want to make sure that they get the best bang for their buck. Like Jake, like I'm sure you would probably go that route over accuracy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of in between. I don't mind getting a swingman for certain thing, certain players or teams or whatever. But I like to add variety in my collection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be wearing a Lakers jersey every day, as opposed to like me wearing my Warriors stuff probably more often than usual. Plus, like there's a lot of factors involved with that, like obviously my fandoms of the teams, my fandoms of the player. If it's like one, like a one and done, like for example, Jamal Crawford, just throwing his name out there. I want his jersey. I'm fine getting a swingman version of his Knicks jersey, but it's different if I said I wanted to get like a Jay Rich jersey, like I would love to get an authentic. I don't know. That's just kind of how I determine, I guess what tier of quality, that I would like to get for a player. But it doesn't change my collection. It doesn't make my collection any different than.
Oh yeah. In fact, also too, kind of tying back to here too, I actually did something I think I've never done in my life before, and that's pre-order a jersey. I pre-ordered one of the new statement jerseys for the Timberwolves. Got myself a cat.
Did they release the link already? Like,
yeah. If you want, I can maybe like DM you the link if you want to just take a peek at them or whatever.
Well, I'm curious because they haven't announced anything for the Warriors yet. I've been waiting to like.
Yeah. Well, the only reason why is because I put my name on the email list and they popped the link.
I did too.
So,
I subscribe to the newsletter and all that stuff, like when it'll be available.
To be fair, though, also, Rez, it could also just be the team themselves. Like some teams will like, as soon as they have something in hand, they'll be like, boom, here we go. And other teams might take a few weeks, to kind of gauge more interest or whatever. And then drop. I don't know. Each team is different. Just because I know when the Timberwolves first announced it, I kind of signed up for that. And then I think it was like within 2 weeks, I got the link and pre-ordered it. So sometime in like early November, I think is when they're releasing. But it's just like, that's another thing too that I've never been a huge fan of as far as stuff like that. I mean, I'm kind of glad that they have like pre-order links and all that stuff. I kind of wish they would do that more, especially with authentics and stuff like that. So the diehards that actually want one can get one, and before they release them to the public, to the hounds or wolves or whatever. So
right. Speaking of pre-orders, I actually was thinking about pre-ordering a pair of Reeboks on Dick's Sporting Goods, but I've never pre-ordered a pair, let alone on Dick's Sporting Goods. So I'm kind of like,
what Reeboks?
On a fence. It's the Shaqs.
Shaq Attack?
The Shaq Attacks, yeah. They have them.
I still have my 2017s, like super crispy.
Really? I didn't get that pair because sold out. And then when I tried to buy it, like people wanted like $300+ I'm like,
Shaqs are very popular for some weird reason. The original colorways, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like
I have the Shaq
colorways. They sit on shelves, but the original ones.
Yeah, I would like to get the Shaq Attacks because I want to wear it with my.
But I'm definitely in the boat of. I know you guys just finished talking about it. I'll take 3 Indos before I take one made in Canada. Personally, I don't give a fuck
with proper customization.
Yeah, I don't even care about that. But
come on, King Leo.
Well, for me, yeah, what was crazy about that too was the fact that literally I bought that Connor McDavid from Dick's Sporting Goods because a little bit of a redemption story here. I kind of mentioned that in my video, but about a year ago, I bought a Connor McDavid off of eBay, kind of like chancing it, and it came back fake. And then ever since then, I've been kind of waiting and looking to see if I could actually find a legitimate one. And on top of that, not only did I find a legitimate one, I paid literally half of what you would pay, like if you got it from the actual pro shop, and it's a prime green, like cool hockey style customization. So the only thing that would have made that better is if that was a made in Canada. You know, like literally off of Connor McDavid's back himself or whatever. But
this
You're muted, bro.
this is the jersey, like the actual kit. You know, like Jake was talking about. You can see this is all one piece. You know, that blue is sublimated onto the white twill, and then it's perforated. So literally, like he said, you know, you're pretty much getting the same thing. Like even the name is kind of the same way.
yeah.
So
Right.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like I say, for $115 getting as close as I did there, I'll take it. That's like, I mean, and that's one thing too with like, you know, Dick's Sporting Goods and stuff like that. Why I always recommend like kind of keeping an eye on that, because if you're looking for a clearance jersey or something like that, I mean, I've gotten, you know, swingman jerseys, like swingman quality, like NBA jerseys for like $20 that were like that year's style. Granted, the player might have been gone, but like they had City Edition Detroit Pistons jerseys for like $35.
Right.
So it's like if you're just kind of looking for something to, you know, casually wear and not really worry about, you know, if the player's current or if you kind of, you know, just wear your jerseys to wear them. I mean, you really can't go wrong there.
True. Yo, Bay Area, I meant to ask you, bro, because I know you're going to opening night for the Sharks. If I don't go, you think you could do me a favor?
Depends.
I was trying to get the cheer card.
You said what?
I was trying to get one of the cheer cards for the event that they're going to be giving out, because it's going to be of Patrick Marleau's retirement.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could grab me one if I don't.
Yeah. Just remind me, because always at the end of the game, there's half the stadium still just sitting there.
All right.
Half of the cards. Yeah, just let me know. Or my girl, she probably won't want it anyway, so I can give you hers. So just remind me.
For sure. Yeah, if you do, I'll food's on me next time, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, going back to the whole Indo versus MIC, like I get comments every time on my video that I did with the Fanatics and Adidas, and I see what people are pointing out. And Mac, thank you for showing more in depth the actual differences. I think I kind of lean where King does, except I am on point with the correct customization. I think if you get something that's like half-assed, like, and you're going to be using that, you know, pretty much the jersey and getting a half-assed like job done in the customization. Like when I saw that Brent Burns jersey when I was at the Sharks team shop and they deemed it as an authentic, I was like,
that's
in disbelief. I was like, how there is no way that they could be charging people for this type of garbage.
That's another thing I kind of hope with like the next company that comes in that does like the numbering and stuff like that for the authentic, or what do they call retail authentic, if they actually stitch it all the way through versus doing the swingman style numbers that they do on the Adidas ones.
But is it going to be any different though if Adidas or Nike, even if Nike takes over? I mean, aren't they still going to be using the same customization like spots? Like
that I don't know, because I know when Reebok took over, Reebok was part of it, like Adidas bought Reebok or something along those lines. So Reebok and Adidas were the same company. It's just they kind of changed a few things around. But the thing is, though, like hockey jerseys especially have changed so much over the, you know, past few years. Really, the only other thing I can think about is like, you know, Bay Area with your like Ebbetsfield wool versus like the current, I guess, polyester style authentic, you know, like fabrics and stuff like that. Hockey jerseys are kind of the same way. Like if you go back in the day and like find like vintage like or you know, How and stuff like that, you know, those are more of like the sweaters versus actual jerseys.
Also, another question is, if Nike does have the deal, would they still be a made in Canada?
I don't know. There might be. It kind of,
well,
something tells me they would, just because like the NHL being based in Canada, it kind of reminds me of like New Era, like the on-field fitteds being from the USA until either a few years ago or like they are like contractually obligated to make them for those players, I would think. But then again, I don't know because I don't have any like authentic MLB Nike jerseys. Because I know like Majestic and Russell and like Rawlings, they were all made in USA. I don't know if the new Nike Authentics are as well because I don't have one, but
They
I think you would see something similar to what we have right now with the NFL. So, we have retail authentics that are not necessarily produced in the same factories as gamer shells or game issued shells, but like King Leo said, the materials are pretty much the same. So I think you'd probably see something like that happen, where they probably did try to make the cuts and the materials used somewhat similar, but you still would probably have made in Canada ice jerseys, and then you'd have made in Thailand or somewhere in Asia authentics, but the patches would be the same, the crest would be the same, all that stuff. Because really all it is matching up the materials and then the files, whether it's an embroidery file or a cut file or whatever it is, it's all digital, right? So it's essentially just sharing those. And I heard that it's most likely going to be Nike, but they may have some shared responsibility where they make the jerseys and maybe some of the, on ice practice wear or whatever. And then some of the coach stuff and some of the like replica type jerseys may be handled by Fanatics or something like that. So like a shared license or something. So, we'll see. But I think Nike's probably going to be in the mix. They seem to be, the main player in everything right now. So them and Fanatics, I think, are probably the two.
And they make already a lot of like the international jerseys anyway, so it makes sense. They already have licensing for hockey.
Yeah, that's a great point too. So they already have an infrastructure to make hockey jerseys. So that's a really good point too.
The stuff that they made before, because I know Nike was making hockey jerseys before, were those made in Canada as well, or was that like Indonesia or a different country?
That's a good question. I have a Blackhawks Nike jersey. I want to say maybe it was in. I can find out. 1 second.
Because I actually was looking at an Owen Nolan Sharks authentic made by Nike, but I couldn't see the picture, the neck tag where it was made from. So I don't know if that was also made from Canada or if that was like, I don't know if that falls under the same category as like made in Indo versus the MICs.
So I got this Nike Nolan.
Oh, you have the Owen Nolan shit.
It says made in Canada.
Oh, so it is made in Canada. That's the one that I was eyeing.
I don't know if you can see it. Shit's all folded, but
do they use like that silk, like that dazzle material on the arms on that one, or is it like the
yeah?
Is that how they wore it? Because I see like different pictures of like
when I looked up game used to compare, it looks the same, like it matches up. Also, I don't know if it was right before Nike or right after Nike, but whoever else was doing the exact same style jersey, it pretty much looks exactly the same. It's just a different logo at the bottom. I forgot what company it was.
Yeah,
it was, but because I know another company made this exact same style jersey for the Sharks, either before or after.
Because back in the day, like maybe some of my older hockey heads out there might know this, but like kind of similar to what the NFL did, where you had like 5 or 6 different companies making jerseys.
Yeah.
Did they do that in the NHL as well?
Baseball used to do that in the early 2000s, late 90s. Like I remember the A's used to have Rawlings making theirs, and most of the league had Russell. I think the Yankees might have had somebody else making theirs. This is like late 90s, early 2000s. I know baseball had a few, and football too, like you said. in like the 90s.
Yeah, I know the Braves in the early to mid 90s, their retail authentics were Russell, but their game jerseys were Wilson. So, and then I just checked the Blackhawks from like the mid 90s Nike jerseys, and they were made in Canada. So I think too, like those companies, I want to say Nike bought Bauer maybe, which is they make hockey equipment and things like that. So I think maybe there was like I said, like an infrastructure left over from Bauer that Nike then used to make products under their hockey banner. So that's the thing, like the way things are now with like big companies like Nike and Fanatics like swallowing up all these other smaller sporting good manufacturing companies, like they kind of just absorb them and all of their resources, and then they can put stuff out under the swoosh. So
right. Yeah, I want to get the Owen Nolan is another one of the jerseys that Bay Area has. I'm looking for, and then also Doug Wilson. That's another one that I want to get. But
Yo, so this one I got when I bought it. It had the was it the game one? This is the 98-99, I think. It was the game one, Japan game patch on it.
Yeah.
But I was pissed because I wanted it because of that. But then when I looked at the stats from that game, it was like 2 games over there. Nolan didn't play, and he didn't play that season, I guess, till like game 6 or 7. So I had it taken off, which I'm pissed because that patch was nice, but I just couldn't wear it because he didn't actually play with that patch.
You're a jersey head, man.
But that patch was nice though. I was pissed that he didn't play in that game.
I saw something really weird the other day. I saw someone wearing a George Kittle jersey, but it had the NFL, the 94 75th anniversary patch on it. And I was like thinking to myself, I was like, what the hell happened to that thing? I didn't ask the dude. I just, went about my business. But
I don't even know if George Kittle was born in '94 yet.
I saw one I saw that was more realistic, Rez, that was off. I had to look twice and be like, I'm pretty sure this is wrong. And I looked it up, was on eBay, there was an authentic 1996. So the TO rookie year with the 50-year Niners patch.
Yeah.
But it was a Ronnie Lott. And I'm like, I know he ended his career as a Raider. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he never came back in 96. So I had to look it up just to make sure. I was like, no, he was done playing in like 92 or 94 or something. So, but someone's going to buy that jersey, spend all that money thinking they got some dope Ronnie Lott exclusive, and he wasn't even playing anymore.
It also reminds me of like an old, here a few years ago on eBay. Ironically enough, there was like an old Oilers jersey. Speaking of Connor McDavid, like the old copper jerseys from like the mid 2000s, early 2000s and stuff like that had McDavid on the back of them. And they were like selling them for like $300. And I'm like,
bro,
I don't even think McDavid was, he might have been in the minors at that point, but there's no way in hell he was even in the organization of the Oilers at that time.
Yeah, and someone's gonna buy it too. That's just crazy. Someone's gonna buy some.
How do you guys feel about like all the players this year in the NBA that are going to be having Pro Wrestlers on here?
It's kind of like in '97 when all baseball wore the Jackie Robinson patch on the sleeve.
Yeah.
But like to me, the Jackie Robinson is a little. I mean, I don't know all the Bill Russell history, so I'm not gonna act like I do. But Jackie Robinson obviously broke barriers. It's a little bit different.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you guys could tell me, was Russell like a big, civil rights, or like did he do anything, or was he just a basketball player? I don't know.
Yeah. He was pretty.
Okay, so
he was pretty active in that movement.
Okay.
But like I feel like, and this is just my opinion. I just kind of feel like the way the NBA kind of did it, kind of like
forced.
I don't know if poor taste is the right word, but it's like they waited for him to like pass away. Like, I don't know. I just felt like if they did something like that, maybe they should have done it.
Yeah.
In fairness, they did name the Finals MVP trophy after him before he passed. So
Yeah.
that was cool. That was like a cool honor.
Kind of reminds me of like last year when they did the Sean Taylor Memorial for the Washington Commanders or whatever. Like, because like Snyder was in yet again more hot water, and they're like, "Oh, I know what we can do. Let's go ahead and make have a Sean Taylor retirement ceremony." Like,
just to be clear, Bill Russell did pass away before news of Ime Udoka's Fuckfest was released, so it wasn't done as a smokescreen. Although they did know about it 2 months ago, so you might be onto something, Jake.
Well, yeah, because remember, and then Jackson Mahomes was literally TikToking on his fucking number.
I mean, do you think it's fair that like they're doing like to not reveal the woman, who was involved, because it sounds like it was consensual, and so but they're not revealing like who this person is. Like,
I think that I don't know, probably a lot more is going to come out about it.
Yeah.
And I think that there's going to be some pretty like shocking stuff to come out about how many people were involved and the level of, relationship, that he had with people. So I think, when all the details come out, it sounds like he's going to be the one that looks the worst out of anyone. But it's a complicated topic, and I think, like, it can be dangerous. Like, I don't know if you guys follow. I'm in Boston, so it was, big news last week with all my friends and coworkers and stuff. And, I had friends sending me pictures like, oh, this is the girl. Check out this clip of how she reacted at a summer league game. And she may not even be involved. You know what I mean? So, like, from that standpoint, I can see it's kind of unfair, and, like, I think Jaylen Brown came out and said something about that was critical. Brad Stevens came out and said, that people should be careful when they're like speculating about certain things. So
yeah,
it's probably better, to just like leave it alone. And then if somebody wants to, out somebody or speak on it themselves, then, fine, that's cool. But, speculation is probably not the way to go.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like this should have been a private matter, and it should have just been discussed within the organization and not publicly. But this shit, cat's out the bag. It's already.
Yeah, and that's
but it
why.
Doesn't, it sounds like if this wouldn't be this serious if it wasn't like an affair involved somehow.
Yeah, there's definitely something else going on here that we have no idea about yet, and that's why I always hate like sharing and like talking about that stuff until I have all the details. Yeah. Because again, there's something going on here. You don't get suspended for a year for no reason.
Like, say what you want about Matt Barnes, but like he came out and said that he thought the punishment was harsh and all that, and then he took his tweet down the next day and was like, hey, this is why I took the tweet down, because I spoke to somebody in the organization. They gave me some of the details, and I can't stand by that statement anymore. Right. So he said he wasn't going to get into the details, which I know some people are like, why say anything if you're not going to say the details? But he has to respect his source. And if his source said it was confidential, then, he can't say anything other than just say, hey, for all you people that are maybe thinking some of the same things I was thinking, like, you don't know the whole story. Like, just reserve judgment until maybe you do, or just accept the fact that, something else happened and it was, fairly serious.
And that's why it's good sometimes that it's fine to say you don't know enough about something and just not talk about it.
Yeah, for real.
When you don't know, because too many people do that. Talk about stuff and they have no idea.
It sucks because, Udoka's in a position where his job is public, pretty much. It's public. So, of course, this is going to
the beast.
Magnify.
Which means you have to conduct yourself in a certain way or you could lose that privilege, and unfortunately, that's what happened to him.
It's a double-edged sword. So,
and also it doesn't help too when you have like 4 different people trying to say 4 different things and none of them are correct, or they only have part of the stuff correct, and then before you know it, your name gets slandered for no reason. But by the time that everything is good, Like then you find out
Yeah.
everything is good, and you're already drugged through the mud as it is.
Like the whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing, right?
Mhm.
Like everybody was
That
all
was-
on his ass before that trial, and then the trial happened, and people were like, "Whoa, she's crazy."
Definitely, definitely a 180 for sure.
Bro, talking about crazy real quick. I was at the A's Angels game yesterday at the Angel Stadium.
Yeah.
I went to the store, one of the team stores there, just to see what's in there, and they had the City Connects, Mike Trout Authentic City Connects.
Ooh.
Bro, I know that it's a stadium, so it's going to be a little more expensive. They were $535.
Bro, ridiculous.
For an authentic Mike Trout City Connect.
Fudge.
Insane.
They must have had full size run over there, man.
They had a lot. Like
Wow.
that's why I'm happy I'm not an Angels fan, because if I was there and wanted that would be a scary thought to even think about buying that.
Bro.
So luckily I would never buy that.
That's
But
nuts.
Bill Henderson posted San Diego Padres City Connect jersey that somebody sent him to make into a Soto, and he had the price tag on it. Bill works with baseball jerseys from the 50s all the way to present day, and he was like, Nike, $500 for a baseball jersey? You guys
Crazy.
are out of your minds. And he showed the price tag on there, $499.99. Insane. No
And
way.
And
No
what's,
chance.
yeah, what's crazy about that too, Barry, like you said, you could buy gamers, granted of like,
Yeah.
bullpen pitchers for literally $100.
yeah, they had a whole rack of team.
Yeah, like
issued and gave me
$150
$100.
for a
Yep.
game jersey.
Yeah.
Let
Crazy.
alone an authentic, an actual on the back. You could see this guy throwing the first or like throwing a curveball in this
Yeah.
thing or smoking one out of the ballpark for $150.
Use your head, people.
I'm good.
You know,
bro.
use your head.
I am good off that, man. That's
So-
nuts.
That's why I'm so happy I don't like the Giant City Connects jerseys, because I don't even got to worry about wanting to buy that one.
The white one.
The Gatorade jerseys, I don't really like them.
Yeah.
I
You know
mean,
what's crazy? Talking about that, if you go on the Giants website, and because they have the game you store on the website too,
yeah.
they have those Giant City Connects. Some of the players, like the relief pitches, you can get for like $250, and this Trout authentic retail authentic is $535 per city. It's crazy.
You could
Did
buy
they have
two of them for that.
they
Yeah,
have
no, literally
two
two game
gamers.
used City Connects for that price.
Did they have an Otani?
Buy a
jersey?
relief pitcher, strip it, turn it into a Trout. If you want one that
Exactly. You
bad,
got
that's
it.
the solution.
Did they have Otani?
I only went up to look at the price and the material. After I looked at the price and
You're
material,
like,
on the
I'm out.
Trout, I just like looked at other stuff. I just wanted to see it.
Deuces.
But
Man,
yeah, so I didn't even see if they had Otani, but they had Trout was the one I saw.
yeah,
The nice
I don't
jersey,
know,
but
man.
500?
mean-
Fuck no.
Now that I'm gonna be a married man, dude, like I can't even think about spending that kind of money, let alone like on a freaking baseball jersey, dude. Like, I don't know. Nike's lost their damn
500 is nuts.
Yeah.
Dude,
Crazy.
I got
Dude,
those pair. I got that pair of Air Jordan 1s, the taxi ones.
Yeah, they're fire.
And,
I
bro,
need those.
they're dope, but like, yo, like when the hell did Jordan 1s almost become $200 after taxes? I was like, what the hell happened to
They've been like that for a minute.
Nah,
Really?
so
That just
they were
goes to show how
they were
long I haven't bought a
170.
pair.
They were 160 for years, and then 170 last year or the last 2 years, and they just jumped up to 180.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Cause like
Inflation.
those ones, they've been sitting like they have a couple here in my area. But like I feel like it's a sleeper shoe because
I was telling Mac, I love it because now regular people can get them.
Yep.
But also at the same time, there's more available to buy more of the fucking Jordans. So it's like a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
They're
happy
more
because
selective
they're
when
like
you buy stuff off
$200,
resale.
and I don't have to stress about trying to get somebody to set up a bot and paying them a fee and all this shit. Like, so I'm cool with it. That and the Fire Red 3s, I definitely would like to get at some point. But
dude,
some
they
of the other
already
stuff I'm
hit
cool with.
outlets.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
actually a
Actually-
nice quality shoe.
Rez, you were saying, remember when you went to New Mexico, was it, right?
Yeah.
And there was that kid that had the shoe store.
Yeah.
14-year-old.
I forgot his name.
We
I think
had
his name
a-
was Duke or something, or
We had a place like that open up at the outlets that are near my place, and this happened to them
shit.
the other night.
Oh, somebody broke in.
Yeah, they had like
What?
I think they said $10,000 worth of
That
stuff
sucks.
taken.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh, damn.
Same situation though. Kids, had wealthy parents. They were like, "Oh, you've shown, you've done well with this online, like selling shoes online and stuff." And then they gave them the money to open up a storefront,
God.
and then they're open for like a year, and then they get robbed. Sheesh.
Damn. Hopefully they got insurance.
Man, tell me about it.
Shit. Yeah, that's man. I would never want to wish that on anybody, man.
Gotta hope that their parents knew, that should happen. So, and it's like an outdoor outlet mall too, one of those outdoor outlet malls. So like, just not good.
Yeah, I know. It's you guys heard about that thing that happened a while ago, right? In Tennessee, where Nike people robbed the freaking what was it, like the train?
That was wild. Their distribution center, yeah.
That's crazy, dude. And they said that it happened in the back, and they had cameras, but it was only on the front. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing, dude? Like, come on, man.
That's an inside job right there.
Hell yeah. I was just like, how? That's crazy. But I think the next sneaker that's on my list is the Jordan 2s that are supposed to be dropping in the holidays.
Those are a must.
I definitely want to get those. And then I don't know if I'm going to get that Chicago pair, the ones, because I already have the Chicago one.
I missed the 2015, so I need them.
I'm probably going to try to get them too.
I mean, yeah, I'll probably shoot for them, but I'm not going to be mad if I don't get them. That would probably be a shoe that I wouldn't mind paying resale for, though. In all honesty, I mean, I'm probably not gonna do it if I don't hit, but with the quality and how it looks, I think it's worth spending a premium price for. Speaking of too, I had no idea they were bringing back the white cement 3s. I was like,
yeah, next year it's supposed to be like the Jordan 3. What do you call it? Where it's remastered or vintage.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, because it got kind of that vintage color on the tab, the heel tab.
Yep.
That's crazy. There's actually a good amount of stuff that I'm eyeing for next year already that's been announced, like the playoff 13s. I want to get the Thunder 4s, I guess, are dropping next year. I want to get those. And then there's a pair of green 3s that are coming out next year. I think this year or next year. I forget. I think they call them lucky greens or whatever.
Oh man.
But I'm not gonna spend crazy money on shit like that. I would probably get those under retail if I did.
We all know that's your favorite color, Rez. They'll get you with it.
Well,
I'm gonna pull off for a second, but I just picked up a jersey.
What? Where the hell are you from?
Y'all know Eric Chow from Facebook, right?
Yeah.
No, not Eric.
Come on. Did you just meet up with him right now?
I just went to his crib.
Bro, you're a fiend,
way.
bro. You're a fiend.
Bro.
I was saving this moment just to show you. Hold on, let me pull over so I can show you the jersey real quick.
Damn.
Yo, where was he? I didn't see him in there.
Now you just right in the side of me.
Bro, you're like a ninja.
Wow.
So I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm gonna tell the story on YouTube first, or YouTube as well. But I had an authentic jersey. It's the same jersey that I just picked up, and for years, I think I've been bamboozled. So I'm not totally sure, and Mac knows because I actually reached him for reference. So I'm not totally sure if the jersey is a Nike vintage custom, because the actual garment looks authentic. So Like if you look at the garment, the mesh holes, the dazzle where it's supposed to be, everything's supposed to be where it is. But the stitching is absolutely off on the inside. And I noticed, and what threw me off is that the twill got really yellow. And I have a Wizards version of the same one, but the home, and the twill was very on point, and the stitching was very on point. So I said one of these got to be fake because they're one of them is not the same. So anyway, let me show you this jersey. Brand new with tags. Mitchell & Ness is not going to recreate this, guys. So the prices of these jerseys are actually going up pretty big. And of course, Eric Child gave me a pretty solid price. So here we have the MJ Wizards. And on this one, so what's interesting about this is you have the dazzle on one side only. And then you have this chutney brown on it. But here's where it's different. So two things that is different. And just so you guys know, on the back of these jerseys is a very box lettering, right? You see how this D and the J, I'm trying to angle it properly. So you see how this D is very boxy, the R and A. So on the fakes, and this is how Jordan would wear it, just like this font. On the fakes, this is much thinner. So just be careful with that. And then the stitching is supposed to look like this on the inside, right? This is brand new with tags. So it's like I just got a Mitchell & Ness jersey. And of course, back then it was $140. So, you know, if you paid for it for retail, you got double your money 20 years later. And then the twill is virtually the same, but something I want you to pay attention to is this Z and this A. They're connected here. On fakes or on non-retail authentics, the fakes are actually separated right here. So that's just a little, tidbit.
Man,
but twill is beautiful on this. Brand new with tags. He never wore it. And for $300, I needed this to have the right one in my collection. So, and then the production date tag. This should be an 02. So yeah, it's an 02.
I can't tell now if the one I have is a real or fake.
Send me pictures. Send me pictures right away when you're done off the DM.
Here, I looked up my video right now because that jersey's in my storage, but I don't know if you can see it on here. If it's close enough, if you could see it.
You have a picture of the back or a screenshot of the back?
Nah, not in this video, but I gotta look at it.
It's so crazy because the other one, everything is perfect. Like I'm gonna do a video on it and like have a little story time.
Is it fake though? Like the one that you have, the other one, is it for sure fake or is that just your speculation?
I think it's not a retail authentic. At definitely, like it's definitely not a retail authentic. I think at most or at worst or at best, I should say, it's probably a custom authentic. But I've seen custom jerseys made by Nike back in the day. Like that's all people were doing back then. And even that, the stitching is clean. Right. So the stitching on the inside just really threw me off, and the twill was really rough and tough. So I really don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. There's no production date neither.
Got you. Yeah, I'll see if I can find pictures of mine. I'll shoot them your way.
Enjoy your jersey as is. Don't even go into the fucking. But because I'm such a Jordan collector, it pissed me off to know that I may have had a 20-year-old jersey that I think was fake. So don't go with what I did because I'll tell you these prices are nasty.
I trust me, bro. I believe you, man.
Leo's jersey sense was going. He's like, something.
You know what? If it wasn't Mike, I probably wouldn't have spazzed. But it was Mike, and I was like, fuck, I need to get this jersey eventually back in my shit.
So okay, let me ask you this, right? It's kind of like assessing this like from a philosophical point of view.
Mm-hmm.
If you strip the tag, the jock tag, the neck tags, and all that shit off that other Nike jersey, Jordan jersey you have, would it still be considered fake? I'm talking about you take off all the branding, take out the swoosh, take out the jock tag, the neck tag, and it's just basically a plain Jordan jersey with no brand?
I don't think it would be.
Okay.
I'll let you guys be the judge of it, though.
The reason
I can't comment on this.
The reason why I say this is because I have a jersey that I was heartbroken when I found out was not legit, and I was trying to find.
Oh, I know which one that is.
I was trying to find every way to convince myself that if I do this, then it's not considered bootleg.
Well, damn, I mean, if you look at that particular jersey, it's nowhere near what that player actually wore. So that's an even more complicated situation. It's like the one you have is like triple or 4 layers of twill, and like the one he had was 1 layer of screen printing. You know, it's like not even close, and like it was cracked and passed down from like 5 players before him.
So his was way off.
Well, yeah, but it's nicer, even though it's not right.
So
it's a nicer jersey.
For everybody wondering what jersey it is, it was the Hank Gathers 2934 vintage sportswear jersey I did. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I took the video down because when I found out it was fake, I was like, one, I was disappointed, I was embarrassed, and I was like, fuck, what am I going to do with this shit? Like, like I took it off my rack. I'm like, get out of here. You don't belong in here. But like, I was trying to figure out like, how could I still like enjoy this jersey? Like, and I couldn't really think of anything. And I was like, I'm like probably the only person next to you guys that know this, but like, I was just trying to convince myself like it's going to be.
Man, you showed it to me. I was like, it looks good to me.
That's what I thought. I mean, shit, I like did comparisons and everything like from like legit retail authentics, and I thought it added up, but then when Snacks hit me up, he was pointing out all these little things, and I'm like, oh,
I was
shit.
like, ooh, he's right.
Yeah, he's like, it's crazy like how different you look at it now that you notice these things. And I was like, bro, I had no idea. And the problem with that brand is that there were so many fakes of those made around that era, and 2, there's not much like reference pictures to refer like legit ones to. So it's really difficult to pinpoint like, what's a legit and what's a bootleg. But
yeah, bro.
I think I told you I had a David Thompson NC State that I know I got a legitimate one, but I sold it and then I bought it back, kind of the same thing that you did. And when I got it, I was like, I don't know. I'm like, this one doesn't quite seem the same as but it was so close, but I still just threw it in a drawer in my mom's like laundry room, and it's like still there to this day. So, you got to trust that Spidey sense or jersey sense that King Leo felt like, and you feel like it's just something like, Bay Area talked about it earlier. Feel like, yo, this isn't it. Like you have to just stay true to that and keep it in the bottom drawer. You know what I mean?
The Duncan that was wild questionable. I ended up getting the Mitchell and S version instead. Because it's something about being a jersey head that I can't rock something fake. And not to knock anybody who does, because everybody's in a different financial. That's my only thing. Like, I support somebody who has the passion for sports. They just can't afford it with their pocket. And if you want to rock fakes, that's cool.
I feel like that's an excuse, though, honestly.
If you're a teenager, bro, I mean, you going to sell Pokemon cards?
I mean, save up your birthday money. Shit, that's what I did.
Yeah, but some people don't even have it. Some people's parents don't have it.
Start a lemonade stand.
I hear you, man. But that lemonade stand is only pulling about $18, bro.
Hey, man. Over 5 summers, you got your jersey. How bad you want it?
Yeah. Or, like I say before, don't be afraid to, browse clearance sections, Even if the player isn't necessarily modern, you can buy legit Nike game jerseys, Nike limited jerseys, Reebok jerseys, whatever for like $30-$40, The very least, then you have an idea of what you're looking for.
you can absolutely express your fandom, from in different tiers of value.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's fake.
See, I can't do the fake, man. I personally, I make too much, and not to sound ignorant in that sense, it's because somebody who does make a lot of money, they will be like, yo, I'll fucking buy the fake because I'm smart and I'm gonna stay rich. And I get that part too. But to me, like, it's no excuse for me to have or support a fake jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. I can't do fake sneakers either. I'd rather get 2 sneakers a year than buy 10 fake sneakers.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's an interesting topic because I've actually a lot of people that I know who like run their own business and stuff. Like, I found out like they sell a different type of sportswear product. I'm not going to throw any names out there, but let's just say that their business is very successful and they have a lot of like traction going with them for them. But then they're wearing like sneakers that are like basically fake. They're unauthorized sneakers, but they're like flexing with the brand, these unauthorized sneakers. And
Right.
kind of like their logic was like nowadays a lot of like fake sneakers, unauthorized sneakers look just as good, if not better, than the real authentic pairs. So they're like, it's kind of night and day. You're not paying premium resale price that like a Travis Scott would go for, when you can get something that looks just as good, if not better, for like literally a fraction of the price.
Right.
I think too, there's a difference in intent as well, or like the work that somebody puts into something. So I think, with a lot of what we label as fakes, right? Like they're mistakes made, whether it's something like King Leo talked about with the stitching or the actual graphics or fonts on the jersey. If you look at like a Jordan, that somebody tries to reproduce and it's not real, like the logo looks more like Big Pun than Jordan. You know what I mean? Like it's just stuff like that. But then if you've got like, I know there was one company that Wear Testers shouted out that makes like crazy like attention to detail using the same methods as the original 1985 Air Jordan, and the look and quality and everything of them is like perfect, right? So like how do you grade that out? You know what I mean? So it's obviously kind of similar to some of the area that I deal with, but it's like it's difficult because like at what level are you willing to be like, well, that I really care more about the item I'm holding in my hand versus like where it came from. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So it's tough, and I think that effort to stay true to the original has to be there. Like if it checks enough boxes, I'm cool with it. As long as they're not trying to be like, yo, this is an original Jordan from 1985. If they're like, yo, I spent hours researching this and I wanted to make these available for people to wear now without worrying about the leather breaking and stuff like that, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? But it's a fine line, man. It's a fine line.
You know what I really feel bad for? The Nike jerseys that they're producing now, but the team shop versions that have the shitty fucking twill and the shitty stitching, because honestly, 5 years from now, people are going to be like, oh, those are fake. If you don't really know or you weren't purchasing jerseys at that time period.
Yeah.
If you compare the two, some of them still have the paper fucking in the inside. And it's straight from an authentic retailer.
Which what are you talking about? The Nike Authentics?
Yeah, the NBA ones.
So I bought two from the Warrior shop a while back, and they both had the good stitching. So I don't know if the Warriors were doing it different or if
Same
I
with
got
me.
lucky.
And
But
I
I'm
got
not-
mine off of Fanatics.
Mhm.
So even Crystal Sports, whatever they were using for the Warriors stuff, was a better experience than, say somebody that got a Lakers jersey. And so that it makes it tough because even if they're coming out of the same place, if you have somebody that's not focused on their job, or like the machine isn't calibrated correctly, if it's all automated, like, then you're going to have problems. And if the quality control doesn't pick it up, if most people aren't going to notice that sort of thing, they're just going to look to see if the jersey number is sewn on. They're not going to be like looking real close to see if it's, a half a centimeter off. Unfortunately, some of those are going to squeak through. And like King Leo said, like, are they really going to understand those little minor details like 10, 15 years from now? Like, there's probably going to be a lot of confusion around that stuff if it ever, hits the secondary market and people don't know the story behind it. So.
Absolutely. And the best team shops, sorry, Matt, go ahead.
No, you're good, man.
And the best team shops that I've come across were the Mavs. Mavs have really good team shops. The Lakers team shop isn't so bad. They're always fully stocked, at least too. The Denver Nuggets team shop is really good. I've gotten a couple of jerseys from them, and they have really good quality stitching. But the ones that are really shitty, Suns was terrible. If you got any Suns jerseys this past year for the 75th anniversary, all your shit is that terrible stitching. The Atlanta Hawks had the bad stitching with the bad swell. I know off the top of my head, those are the two that I remember, but there were a couple of them, and maybe I could do a video on it. There was a few of them, bro, that the LA Clippers had a team shop at one point, and they had the bad stitching. So, yeah, man, there's a couple of them that no bueno.
Yeah.
And that's why it frustrates me so much when it comes to companies or stores with these authentics is not being, I don't know what to say, not truthful, but just not really caring about how they make them, or them not being, made the same everywhere, is that it screws us up because, like you said, down the line, people think it's either fake or you can't sell it or whatever. So they just don't really care, which is messed up.
I could be totally off, but I think the Nike jersey is going to be major business 5-10 years down the line. They're going to be the new Revolution 30 jerseys. And the fact that they change jerseys so often. So now a Sun statement jersey with the orange sun kiss shooting star, you're not going to get that jersey anymore. So that jersey is going to be $500, whether it's Chris Paul or Booker. So to me, it's going to be a lot of money behind these jerseys eventually. You're starting to see it already.
Oh, Dev, it's already like that. So imagine down the line.
Yo, Big John, what's up, man? I know you've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, he's just gonna sit in the
what's
corner.
up, Brad? What's going on?
What's up, dude?
Good, John.
What's up, John?
Man?
What's going on, man? Yeah, I kind of wanted to touch bases real quick about Marvel, man. I know there's some big news that got announced in these last few hours here, man. Probably one of the biggest ones is that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are going to be having a collab in the upcoming Deadpool 3 film. So
that's big.
Let's go.
I just saw that, dude. I'm so happy.
Let's go. That's why I'm wearing this.
I love it.
But so like it's pretty much gonna follow up. Like this is not obviously the Logan timeline. This is gonna be a completely different like multiverse, right? Like maybe Mac, you could provide more insight on that.
Yeah, so there's some speculation that, and I don't know if this is what's going to happen or not, but that one thing that they may do is like kind of make the joke that Deadpool has been in the MCU main universe the whole time, as like, he's been like talking shit about them and everything, like he wasn't there, but he actually was. It'd be like the most meta Deadpool thing that he could ever do. And then if that's the case, then yeah, like that version of Wolverine could still potentially be Hugh Jackman and still be alive and all that. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, but they did kind of tease Wolverine a little bit in the She-Hulk show. So, you know, just it was kind of a matter of time, but the fact that they kind of confirmed that they were going with Hugh Jackman was, you know, probably an even bigger response than when they said that Krasinski was going to be playing Mr. Fantastic in Multiverse of Madness. So it's yeah, people are going crazy. I saw this hilarious meme earlier today that it was like I'm not sure which movie it's from, but I'm sure it's used in a lot of circumstances, but it showed all these like really bougie, like aristocratic looking people like hobnobbing, and it was like Hulk 181 and New Mutants 98 collectors looking at people who bought Wolverine 88 or something like that, which is like the one where he's stabbing Wolverine through with the swords. And then for those that don't know, like Hulk 181 is Wolverine's first appearance, arguably, but widely accepted. And then New Mutants 98 is Deadpool's first appearance. So it's basically like, you know, they were like looking down their noses at the people that like that comic book. But yeah, it's been fun.
I'm sorry, John. You could go.
Oh, okay, man. What I was saying, man, I'm just hyped.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
In the comics, X-Men, I know. What was the other team that Wolverine was a part of? X-Force.
X-Force.
Yeah.
And did that have She-Hulk in it?
So they change people out pretty frequently. I don't think that I know She-Hulk was part of the Fantastic Four actually at one point, but I'm not sure if she was ever on X-Force or not.
And they just did the Fantastic Four announcement.
Yeah, so they announced the director. They still haven't announced the cast yet, so
right,
that's still pending.
This is major.
This is huge.
Very big news.
Like
yeah,
this has always been like teased in like fan made trailers, and you know, like even at the end of what was it, Deadpool 2?
Yeah,
like the scene where he goes back,
the cutscene, where he time travels,
exactly. Like it was hinted, but it was never really like confirmed, and now it's like, yo, this is actually happening.
The fact that
for
Marvel
anybody
full creative,
go ahead, bud.
Oof, I mean the fact Marvel has full creative, and now Deadpool, Wolverine, all these guys,
it's gonna be so dope. Like this phase, everybody's kind of shitting on it in the beginning, but I think like as it continues to build, like they're going to be coming out with Werewolf by Night next month, and the people that saw the trailer, like the pre-screeners for that, they say it's awesome. So hopefully they'll be able to kind of like get their footing back, and because I know some people have been a little critical of some of the stuff that's come out recently, but yeah, it's big news, man. And like the fact that all these properties are coming through, mutants and some of these other characters that people have wanted to see in the MCU for a long time, it's going to be pretty cool.
So I know I'm in the minority, but I'm actually looking forward for Black Adam.
Yeah, that looks cool too.
Yeah, that's another one
with The Rock.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson, man.
There's actually there was a lot of like weren't they supposed to be making like a Flashpoint movie? Like
yeah, but unfortunately the dude they have playing the Flash is an absolute psychopath.
Bro.
So
yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like I feel like they should have just stuck with the television cast and have like Grant Gust just carry that role over to
usually the television cast is different production companies.
It is because like when they had the Justice League film, Arrow was already it was already on the television network on CW,
right?
And you know he's obviously he was part of the Justice League, but they never added them in, and I was like, man, that sucks because the shows were doing really well at that time,
right?
And the movies were kind of just like, okay, you know, it was hype, but it was like how more hyped would it have been if you threw, you know, Green Arrow and stuff in there. So I don't know, man. DC, there's just so many things that I feel like they have the potential to be great, but they just, I don't know. It's like underperform every single time when a movie is out. Like I like Shazam. I thought that movie was fun.
Shazam wasn't bad. A Peacemaker was good on HBO.
Peacemaker was good.
Peacemaker.
I didn't see that one.
Yep. So they've got some things. They just gotta make sure they get the right people in charge of the projects, man. Like good directors.
They're all over the place,
too.
Oh yeah.
The casting needs to be on point. Like, that's one thing about Marvel, man. Like they haven't made too many mistakes when it comes to casting. They have made some, but not a lot when you consider like the number of characters that they brought in. So
right. No, I agree. It just feel like DC's just too sporadic, man. They're like they'll start DC shit in the middle of the timeline, and it's like
right.
Like what? Yeah, no, it's funny. It's funny as you say that because I was talking to my friends about that too, and they're like, "Man, how many Bruce Waynes are we? How many Batmans are we gonna get? How many Jokers are we gonna get?"
Saying, man.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
But I will say,
it's like 3 Jokers.
That Joker with Joaquin Phoenix is pretty good. I mean, they're doing a sequel with that too, and I guess Gaga's playing Harley Quinn.
I'll be honest, I didn't like that.
That'll be cool. Yeah.
Now, if we're gonna talk about Joker, man, Heath Ledger's Joker, man.
Yeah.
Super iconic.
Fantastic.
Iconic,
out of this world.
Man.
Amazing performance.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it, man. I'll never forget when that movie came out.
Yeah.
And I actually like Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was really aggressive.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He was weathered.
Pretty
he was kind of older already, and just he didn't really fucking deal with shit. Like he was he was stabbing people and shit. And I was like, oh. And apparently there was a Batman, Frank Miller's Batman, that was really aggressive and really
the one that's like super like
Dark Knight,
acted, swole, and
So, but damn, dude, like they're just so all over the place, man. It's hard to really buy in.
Even that last Batman movie, man, it was pretty good, but like they put like about 30 minutes on at the end of that movie that just like didn't really add much, man. It was just like too long. Like at some point, they just needed the one with Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I haven't
seen
it.
That wasn't a bad movie. It was not.
It just dragged a little bit. You know what I mean?
They could have skimmed the fat.
And then on the flip side, you got Thor, which I think if they added another like 15 minutes of Gore the God Butcher being a badass would have been like a 10 times better movie. But, I don't know.
I agree, man. And the fact that they didn't even get into why his scars were around.
Thank you. They had a scene for it and they cut it.
They cut
because
it.
They thought it was too graphic.
Yeah.
Like, come on, graphic.
Man. Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Terrible.
Speaking of graphic, man, I don't want to get off topic too much, but I don't know if you guys play video games, but they announced they revealed the trailer for God of War not too long ago.
Oh. Did you see the end?
Bro, I don't even have a PS5 because that shit's still going for resale, and I'm like, man, I gotta get this game, or I gotta get the game soon. Because God of War, man, that game is just
dude.
Awesome.
That
childhood, man.
Have you guys played the last one? That shit is so good.
No,
dude. Like,
I saw my son play it. I'm too old to play video games now.
I'm starting to get back into video games.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm super out of touch too when it comes to video games, but like certain franchises I still play just to be like up to speed, like mainly fighting games. Like I'm a big fighter guy.
Mortal Kombat, man.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken.
I'm a big Street Fighter guy.
Yeah, me too.
I heard they're developing an MCU fighting game. That's
really?
Cool. Yeah.
That's dope.
And speaking of, there's a new Street Fighter 6 coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
I'm hyped.
It's actually pretty dope. They brought back the Shin Shoryuken from Ryu.
Mm-hmm.
That they didn't have. He does his Hadouken super. But God of War is a great game, dude. Like I actually played and beat 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then my son played the newest ones because at that point I'm so out of touch. I'm actually getting back into Madden.
Damn.
Oh man, bro.
Did any of you guys get the Jets edition or you for God of War? Because I just played the game. Like I didn't complete it like 100%. Like I beat the game, but like I didn't do like all the side quests. Like I just wanted to know like what happens in the story. That shit, bro. When I played that, and there's a scene in there where he gets his blades of chaos.
Yeah,
bro, like, I had so much fucking nostalgia, dude. And like people were looking at, like my friends were looking at me like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Bro, don't talk to me right now." I was like, I'm having a moment, but just the way that they were able to like put in like Greek mythology and mix it with like the Norse mythology, fucking crazy, dude.
That fight that he had, it was like the first boss fights when the guy comes knocking at the door.
Yeah, that was Thor.
My bad, I'm keep on cutting out.
I'm gonna tell you a game, man. I miss playing back in the day, man. It was one of my all-time favorite games. NFL Street, man. That was the game, man.
NBA Street was the shit. I love that. That first one that came out.
Oh yeah.
That shit was my jam right there. I remember
whichever the one that had Michael in it. You could play as Michael. I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that.
Wasn't that the one with Dr. J on the cover, like in the Nets?
Yeah,
jersey?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
It was a classic.
I gotta get that game again, man.
Get one of those vintage consoles and just start jamming out, man.
I still got my PS2. I just need to get that game.
There you go. Plug that in, man. Get busy.
PS2.
Kicking it like it's the early 2000s again, man.
Yep.
No.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna head out. Rez, thank you. Anybody that's watching, make sure you like the stream for Rez. Congratulate him. Congratulations, man. Next time we have one of these, you'll be married.
Right.
Doing grown-up things over here, and proud of you, and wish you all the best. Yep. And I'll see you guys next time.
For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna probably cut the stream too, guys. Thank you, Mac, for tuning in. I appreciate you like always. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Is there any like last minute things you wanna talk about before I start wrapping it up?
Man, I'm so happy to be on here tonight, Rez, man. I really enjoy coming on here. Whenever you go live, I definitely make sure, whether it's on the comment section or coming on here, man, it's always a good time. And I tell you, man, I love talking about, besides jerseys, I love talking about movies and shows and video games. It's just awesome, man. You never know what we're going to talk about on these live streams. It's always a fun. And one more thing, Cobra Kai never dies.
Oh, you know what? It's interesting you say that, because I might have an opportunity to meet Ralph Macchio. I'm just saying. Dude. I'm just saying, bro. Like, Daniel LaRusso, come on, man. Let's go.
I loved him in The Outsiders too, man.
Yeah.
He was the man, dude.
For sure. What about you, King? You got anything?
No, just congratulations, man. Enjoy your wedding. It's a super stressful time, but at the end of the day, it's about you and your lady. And I've been married almost been going on 9 years now. So I love it. I love being married. I love my wife. So it's awesome, man. It's awesome. It's when you pick the right person, and granted, you're gonna have to work through things. It's not like a forever. Like this whole soulmate thing and all that is kind of weird, but in general, it's a beautiful thing to be with somebody and you guys have this partnership in life. So enjoy it. You're gonna be really nervous, and that's fine. We all get nervous, right. But I think that what you have in her, and I'm sure she knows what she has in you. And then you begin your beautiful journey. So enjoy it. Listen, there's things you may not be able to control, especially if you're having a big wedding, which I think you are. You know, just try to focus on you guys that day. It's easy to focus about everybody else.
No doubt, man.
Congratulations, Rez, man.
Nah,
Oh, sorry.
thank you. Yeah, no, you're good, man. Thank you, King. You know, thank you, Big John, for the advice. And you know, I'm definitely, it's just 2 years in the making, preparing for this wedding. I'm ready for it to just be over with.
Yeah, can imagine.
And embark on the next chapter. But you know, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be very, very big in my life and her life, I'm sure. So yeah, man, I will definitely see you guys as a married man at my next live stream. So just an FYI, guys, I will not be going live next week because I have a lot of planning that I still need to do on the day before and leading up to the the wedding. But you could support the channel by liking this live stream, leaving a thumbs up on my channel. Check out the videos that I post out. I post a lot of different content as well. And then these live streams, typically I go Wednesdays. I go live every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, different topics every week. So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. If you guys post anything, please tag me. You know, I'd love to check out your guys' content as well. Check out King Leonidas, who has just been killing it on YouTube since day one. Check out Big John, man, with his jersey pickups and stuff like that as well. And subscribe to everybody else that was live previously. You know, Mac, Bay Area, Jake. And I don't know if Eli has a channel, but he's got to work on getting his lighting fixed. So, you know. With that being said, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys again, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Sounds good, guys. Take care.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care, man.